There's the video.
I want it all, I want it all, I want it all. I'm coming for everything. I'm coming for everything. They been hating on the moves. Michael Jack, Billie Jean on them, lean on them, then I'm moonwalking off on the gang till they feel the beat on them. I'm a hot, no lukewarm. I press a button, make the roof leak. Lately I've been coast to coast with it, trying to have them coming in the boat with it. If you don't grind it, you can't relate. My name is obese in your city. Mean that it carries some weight. Rory in traffic, I move through the haze. Switching lane and learn, I'm feeling myself. Hop about the road, they calling it murder. Fool for thought this shit, it came with a serve. Repeating my level up out of your reach. I just keep it on the up and up. This might just run us them numbers up.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Y'all on another episode on Up and Up podcast with B. Y'all could have been doing anything else. Y'all could have been rocking anywhere else, but y'all came and decided to sit in with us as always. I appreciate that. It is a very somber day today, given light of recent events. And as y'all know, in every news column that y'all probably watched yesterday, Kobe Bryant, a.k.a. Black Mamba, passed or whatever, man, due to a helicopter accident. So, you know say it's a celebration, but it's bittersweet though, man, because you don't expect that type of news to hit your feed first thing in the morning on a Sunday. You don't expect to read that one of the people that more than likely everybody that follows me looks up to, you know what I'm saying, and probably in most barbershop conversations is one of the best to ever touch a basketball, has passed away at 41. Then to make it even worse, given that it was 9 people on that plane, one of the other people that was on that helicopter was his daughter. You know what I'm saying, who was technically a phenom in her own right, because he was basically instilling everything into her that he's ever learned in the game. So she was a sponge and a true student of the game as well, and learning from somebody like Kobe Bryant is nothing short of excellent. So right now our hearts are heavy because we did lose a great athlete. You know what I'm saying? Say what you want about that man in his personal life, because I've been seeing a lot of that all over social media too. You know what I'm saying? And my thing, we ain't even going to even do that. You know what I'm saying? We here because we here to pay respects, you know what I'm saying, to Kobe Bean Bryant, a.k.a. Black Mamba. You know what I'm saying? So now that we've got that part out the way, you know what I'm saying, I got the squad in the building with me, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't need no introduction, but I'll give it to them anyway.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Melly Mel, what's going on down there, sir? I know. All right. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? My bad. Hey. Joey Buff, a.k.a. Mr. Controversy. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing awesome.
That's great. I feel like you wanted to cut me off in that my nice little sweet speech.
No. I just really wanted to know what was people saying. I didn't see anything about that. You know, but I really wasn't on social media like that yesterday either, because I knew everybody was going to be talking about that.
And so you knew I had to go on there because I had to make sure all my stuff was in a row before I came in here and got started. I could tell you something that a comedian said.
What?
A comedian said it took his helicopter crash for him to pass. You know, like basically a cis reference, you know, and all that good stuff.
Well,
so
that's not funny.
I
thought you was talking about
the memes was coming
when he
too
hit
fast.
that white girl.
Yeah. No, the memes was coming too fast. They had one with Andrew Bynum. They said, "Now they just pissed me off, man."
That's not
funny. I really thought it was about the white girl.
No,
that really wasn't a bad situation.
No, that was we look.
No,
and
I'm saying
that was the crazy
bad.
part. It wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the fact that the lady brought that up. She tweeted about it. Like, yeah, you know, Kobe passed, but let's go ahead and acknowledge that he was he got off of, you know what I'm saying, allegedly raping, you know what I'm saying, somebody in Colorado. You know what I'm saying? And it was bold, but it's like, man, why'd you have to bring that up? That wasn't even important.
She wanted that.
He just cheated.
That's basically what it was, or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
No, but
she wanted that.
He was vindicated of that because they said she tried to do other athletes like that. So
she did.
So it's
she
like,
had multiple sperms in her butt.
Try to turkey base a couple people.
I appreciate you for putting that the right way. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like
just trying to bring a little laughter because you guys got these long faces.
I mean, you know,
it's not Kobe's fault. She just wanted multiple sperms in her butt.
Anyway. Connie, what's going on with you, sir? You all right, man?
A1 like steak sauce, bro. I can never complain.
My G, good to see you.
A1 sauce is actually nasty.
It is.
Chef, what it do, man?
Hey, what's going on, my brother? Bless, how you doing?
All right. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm giving Chef another job, man. You know, that's gonna be my resident cameraman and speaker. You know what I'm saying? Look, he's been promoted, man. Look,
Hey,
you know
let's
what
go.
I'm saying? Deontay, what's going on, cuz? You all right, man?
Man, all right, man.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah.
Glad to be here. Another week with y'all,
You know, we about to get down for the get down. B,
I'm
how
here,
you feeling, man?
man.
I know it's a different type of feel. How you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, I'm here. I didn't. I was looking at that news reporter that said what she said on the news. I'm not gonna bring it up, but that was kind of whack.
You talking about the Los Angeles niggers?
She said
Yeah,
niggers.
that-
Said
Niggers.
niggers.
I felt. I mean, she said it was an honest mistake or whatever, and it might have been. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I think that was a mistake. I think people
Yeah,
reach
that's what
over
I'm
that
saying.
one.
It might have been a mistake.
Can't believe
Wait, Mel? Is that you saying it's a mistake?
Honestly,
Mel said it's a mistake?
Exactly.
I think people was reaching on that one. That was just something.
It sound like niggers to me. I didn't hear nickers.
We're going to say the N-word for all intents and purposes, man.
Because if she did, she wanted to get fired, and she just didn't like her damn job.
Can I ask y'all something real quick?
Shoot, bro.
How you and Mel come in with cups and?
Look, I got extra cups in my
drink
bag.
for
I just
nobody.
didn't know how
Oh
else
well,
felt.
I'm just saying, man.
Oh,
I know you got to work.
Wait,
man. You know,
wait.
Come on.
Oh,
Wait,
all
hold
right,
on.
then,
He said he didn't know how we feeling. Like,
Right.
Like we didn't watch the same
We
player for the
we
past.
sad too.
Man.
Look, y'all might have been on a diet or something, man. Y'all might have been
Diet from liquor?
There we go, man.
chilling, man. Look.
What kind is it though?
Captain
Captain what?
Morgan. What's wrong with you?
What kind?
Morgan's the
What's the
captain.
flavor?
The spiced rum.
It's another captain.
Give me a little bit of that, man.
All right, man.
You know, let me get.
Just
Let
give
me
me
get
a
my.
little. Let me get a little nip.
Let me get my
Little
throat
nip.
wet.
We'll get a
My
little
throat
nip
wet a
for him.
little bit.
Yeah.
A little nip for him. There you go. Get a little nip for you,
There you
brother.
go, man.
Hey.
That's the regular can be because you know they got the
Yeah, that's the
long-
regular kind.
the Captain Morgan's Long Island. You just
Anyway,
tearing
look, let me stop playing, man. Let's
Be
let's
sleep in the chair on the
together, man.
podcast.
Right.
Oh
Try
man.
biscuits. You want some of that, man. Anyway, so
This is
yeah,
peach.
man, like you know what I'm saying. So the squad, you know, everybody he touched everybody in a different way or whatever, man. And you know, to some people, you know what I'm saying, he was more than Kobe Bryant, the basketball player, man. You know, like he was technically in his second career technically because he truly had came into form with what he was truly made to do or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like it originally started, he was like, man, you know, I'm chasing something originally, and then it went from me chasing something to it being like, all right, you know what I'm saying, I'm just trying to be the best basketball player that I can be. You know what I'm saying? And even though, you know what I'm saying, people would like to compare him to MJ or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying, that's a form of flattery. And the fact that he was able to pick some of his stuff out of his game or whatever and then utilize it to make him better says even more about him then. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. You want to take it. Just flip the camera over on that second button right there.
Yeah,
There
and
you go.
MJ showed how much he respected him. They was close. You know what I'm saying? Like they would train together or whatever on the off season. So you got to respect that. You got to respect the man he was, the game he had. He was most definitely one of the, if not the best, one of the best players the NBA ever seen. It probably won't be another like him.
Period. I couldn't have said it better, man. And I'm just pouring my stuff, getting myself together. I'm sorry. All right.
With this experience, man, I guess y'all can relate better than I did. Like when Pac and Biggie passed, I mean, I was what 5 and 6,
Right, so it didn't
So
really-
it ain't really resonate with
affect
me
us
like
much.
that. So you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Y'all was listening to his music already and stuff, so y'all kind of felt, you know what I'm saying, understood.
That hurt.
It hurt or hit y'all a little bit deeper than this situation for me.
It didn't hit me when Biggie died.
You know what I
He hit
mean.
me when Pac died. 'cause
But
I
like,
had no
I
I knew he was gonna say
I knew he was
that.
gonna say that
I'm
too.
just saying, you know, when Biggie got shot, it was like, you know, dang.
But this is the first time, like, somebody outside of my family, like, man, I actually cried, bro. Like, I cried. Like, this hit me hard.
Facts.
Like I actually knew him personally.
Right,
So it
right.
was like, we seen him on the court grow up, and like you said, you know, seeing his life after basketball, like, it made me, like, really, really like him even more because, you know, playing the game, you know, you locked in. You focus on what you need to do and stuff like that.
Exactly.
So it's just like not seeing him outside of the game, you know what I'm saying? You start really, really respecting him. So like I say, like when LeBron came in, like we was moving towards like the social media and stuff like that. So he more visible. So it's like I like his personality and stuff like that. But I honestly, y'all know I've always been a Kobe fan. I really started being a Bron fan probably when he went back to Cleveland the second time. When he went back to Cleveland.
They would play with Kyrie.
Yeah. So it wasn't nothing about Kyrie. It was the fact that he went back.
Don't
He
doing that to
back home.
Don't disrespect my man.
He
like
won.
I mess with him,
At the
dog.
same time, Golden State, you know, they was rising, and I hated Golden State, so I had to go for Bron. I had to respect what he was doing. So, but Kobe always been, you know, my guy.
You're number one.
He held it down by himself for a long time. He didn't get it. He didn't need a squad or need to go to somewhere else. He stayed in Los Angeles even when they was losing. You got to respect the fact he stayed there. No disrespect towards Bron because there's Bron fans in here. He left.
Why you gotta say it like that?
He made a big spectacle. Did that Miami thing.
I didn't understand it at first, but they wasn't gonna win.
Man, look,
They wasn't gonna win.
I was about to say, B.
we not gonna compare that because it's a different game now. So I ain't gonna make it about Brian, but I understand why he left because they understand the business of it now. The one thing I will say is I'll say Kobe is probably like one of the last players that, I mean, he showed loyalty. He was loyal, to the Laker organization. You know what I'm saying? And he just, but
he liked the challenge.
He also is like probably one of them real ass players that just got dog in him. You know what I'm saying?
He got that love for the game.
Yeah, he got that real love. He put in that work after practice, before practice, when off season. Like he showed like, I'm better than you on the court. I'm gonna show you.
Every
There
time.
ain't a lot of players like that. So I mean, like I said, he played the game how you supposed to play it.
And I'm gonna say a fun fact to you real quick, man, because it's funny you even said that because of his killer instinct or whatever. Like, you know how he originally got the nickname Black Mamba, right? Like how he came up with it and everything. If you didn't, I'll tell you.
I mean, I think I had seen something about it, but I don't remember.
Yeah, so like it was after the whole Colorado incident or whatever with him and old girl or whatever, and he wanted to everybody that viewed him in the public eye viewed him as Kobe Bryant. That guy, you know what I'm saying, the whole Colorado incident. So then he's like, all right, I'm going to rebrand myself and become the Black Mamba because the Black Mamba is one of the most stone cold, fiercest, poisonous snakes in Africa, period. You know what I'm saying? He like, so I'm going to come out here with this pseudonym. This is going to fit my mindset. Every time I hit the floor, I'm trying to kill you. I'm trying to lay 81 on you. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to will my team to victory. I want the ball in my hand for the last shot. Everything that's happening is going to come through me then, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the type of mentality and the type of person that he was as a basketball player then. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that was dope that he was able to reinvent himself that way and basically, like, you know what I'm saying, put all the personal stuff aside and go out there and lay points on any one of our teams at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, like shout out to Fred or whatever, man. He stopped Reggie Miller from getting the title. You know what I'm saying? Look,
he's supposed to. But anyway, I want to add to that, B, because he also said in the interview that he chose Black Mamba too the year they lost against Boston. He was upset. He was like, they got humiliated. He was like, so when he came back, the players was talking to him. He was like, I don't want to talk to y'all till we win. He was like, Paul Gasol tried to speak to him. He was like, I ain't got no words for you. Until you show the same heart that I got, I ain't got nothing to say to none of y'all.
He definitely was soft in that series.
First time.
But they came back and was monsters when he came back.
Yeah, so it's like big ups to, what I'm saying, them and them Laker teams or whatever, man. Like it was a lot of people affected by it, man. Like
just to piggyback on what JJ said, I mean it is true. He did want out at one point, but that's a player that's just frustrated. Everybody get frustrated. They won't change.
Man, they was garbage. They had Smush Parker,
Smush.
Kwame Brown. You would have wanted to leave too.
Hey, look, Kwame Brown was trash too, man. Look, he was
you would have wanted to leave too. That's why I was saying I was at first. Of course, we was mad.
Right.
It ain't about Brian, but when he left, they wasn't gonna win. When you got people like Ben Wallace making more than you when they traded for him, Shaq making more than him, that's ridiculous. And they washed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna win with this squad.
Well, you got Anderson Varejao as one of your marquee players on the other side of you. You're not gonna win nothing.
They pulled a washed up Antoine Jameson.
I think the first time he was there,
he's a gambler.
I think, man, and it's crazy. I looked this up probably like
Twan.
A few months ago. I think at one point the highest he made the first time he was there was probably like 16-something million, maybe 14 million.
It was 14. You talking about Brown?
Yeah,
it was 14.
Like 14 million.
Yeah, so you ain't gonna win with that.
Shaq was making 20 million.
Yeah,
like what?
Right.
Them numbers ain't adding up at all. Look,
so,
this math is wrong. Look.
I used to think like, man, if he take less money, but shit. Nah, I look at it, and the older I get, and looking back, like, shit, what more or less you want him to take? You want him to make like $7 million?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
But it's certain things they could have did to try to make the team better. Trades they turned down and shit like that. But Dirk was another person that was loyal to his team too.
Yeah.
Even though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know, man. I just think about it, man. Like even like Kobe. if he the best, one of the best players that was in the league, why nobody didn't want to play with him? But like I said, people, it just show you that a lot of people just didn't really have the love for the game like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't want nobody pushing them or, you know what I'm saying, getting in their ass when it come time. They don't want to be pushed. When you get to the league, and I can't, speak for all them players, but I'm just saying I'm pretty sure people get that mindset like, dude, I done made it. You know what I'm saying? I play this game for fun, so I'm getting a check. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna take it like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's the league's fault though, because the league put that mentality out there that this is no longer about the love of the game. It's a business.
Right.
A lot of people want to be the man on the squad or want to be the reason why that they won. So
Right.
the same thing they say nobody don't want to play with LeBron, but you just don't want to play a role. You don't want to take a back seat. You know what I'm saying? Get in where you fit in.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Honestly, I feel like if I'm good, if I could push myself to be at his level, and I want to go play with him, hey, he gonna take all the heat. But you know what I'm saying? I got his back. You know what I'm saying? He the face of the team, basically the face of the league. You know what I'm saying? He gonna take the heat, but I'm there to support him, and I'm gonna just play my game.
Ball out like I'm supposed to. I'm gonna do my job.
And I wish Kyrie understood that at the time, man. I just wish he did, but he didn't. So.
Yeah, see, now he.
Yeah,
Look. I mean, he
Yeah.
balled it, but look at him now.
You know, Drew gonna ball, but
That's
it's
what
like
happened.
in the grand scheme of
Some
it, it
people
don't
get
mean
the
that,
idea,
though.
You saw the Kobe. That's why he ain't play yesterday. When he heard Kobe pass, he ain't play yesterday. He left. You know what I'm saying? They was real close, Kyrie.
Oh, he did.
He was supposed to play yesterday. I had him in my lineup on FanDuel. So I got the alert. And it said personal reasons. I already knew.
But it was already.
Because after he hit that shot and they won in Cleveland, he FaceTimed her and they was having conversations and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure
That hurt him. That hurt Kyrie a lot.
Deep. So, yeah.
See, and even to piggyback on that or whatever, like, I think the thing that really bothered me about media in general or whatever, because LeBron, when he got off the plane, they finally had told him, and then they had a video of him. You know, he gave his wife a hug. He gave, a couple other people into that, but whatever. But he's having an emotional moment amongst himself, and y'all sitting there videotaping him. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm really glad you said that. You want to know why? Because that's the one thing I was talking about earlier today at work. It's no. Once you reach that top level of fame, it's no such thing as privacy. It's over.
Right.
Like I feel like it's so disrespectful for people. You know what I'm saying? You can say this man is great and you want to cry or you want to be there, but y'all going to the crash site. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Taking pictures, taking selfies. There's people taking videos. Like I was like, damn, it's no respect. Like, even the fact that when people was taking pictures and they posting it, like the news never even came out. People, family finding out
that
on social media that they gone. You know what I'm saying? But then this what made me turn off the TV, and this is why I hate TV. And B, I don't watch it like that. I'm watching it. I'm looking at the Calabasas police. They making a little press conference or whatever, and they talking about, if you want to pay your respects, go to the Calabasas Park. Like, what?
Why would you tell?
How about stay home?
Right.
We trying to clear up this situation. This is a sad day. Don't come to this park and gather up. Like, come on, dude.
Or just send them to the Staples Center. To be like, go to the Staples Center. The place where he ball.
I'm telling you, man, it's sad. It's sad. It's sad because people do not get the chance to grieve no more, man. And it really don't even matter. Like, even if it ain't, basketball, it could be real life because we didn't have that situation at the plant when I was there. But it's just sad, man. Like, look at Vanessa. She had to put her page private and turn off all her comments, you know what I'm saying? Just to get a peace of mind. Like, people don't think about that. Like, you got to let people grieve. Everybody grieve differently.
And real quick, JJ said that video, the helicopter crashing, is too disrespectful.
It is.
But that's
extremely disrespectful.
It is. And not even just for them. It's just for people keep forgetting it was 7 other people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But we live in
They're
an
all
era.
close too. Right.
I think we live in an era now where people want it now. They want to see it right now. They don't want to wait till tomorrow or an hour later. They want it right now. So even when Paul Walker died, people were there like in a minute. They videotaping. They videotaped the Porsche on fire with him still in there. So it's just.
It's disrespectful though. Like I get it, man. That's the time we live in. Because like I said, it's so crazy. Like it don't matter. A fight break out, everybody pulling out their phone.
I said,
You know what I'm saying?
break it up or
thing they
anything like
do.
that.
You get in the accident, they pulling out their phone. You know what I'm saying?
World star.
It's
Not
just
terrible.
Not checking on you to make sure you okay. Like, oh
Right.
man, look, you gonna come up to me with the video camera in my face, bro? You all right? No, I'm not all right, man.
bro.
You see me? I'm got a cut on my head. I'm over here in
Right.
and out of consciousness. What you mean am I all
You
right
can't
then?
come to me and say, bro, you're all right. Then the following statement, you say, boy, you got knocked out.
You know what I'm saying?
Are you serious?
But
Like you, and then you recorded it too, so you know what happened.
and see, and what?
So why we,
Because then I'm gonna get up and scrap with you.
and I'm winning against you for sure. Because I'm at a different. My adrenaline's way higher because you just pissed me off
I'm
even
angry
more.
and my adrenaline pumping. I'm about
I'm
to knock you smooth out, man.
Man, he about to get work.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And like to even piggyback on what y'all just said, man, like I was looking at something earlier and they had a video with a man underneath the sheet at the gas station on Finkel and Greenfield or whatever. And my man had shot him in the head and then killed himself or whatever. He was just a random guy though. You know what I'm saying? The dude he shot was just a random guy. And it's like, why are y'all sitting here putting all this shit on the news? You know what I'm saying? Like y'all literally showing the blanket where my man laying there. Like, what if that's somebody's family member and that's how they finding out then? Again, it's the same thing then, man. But you know what I'm saying? I think that ain't even the worst part about it, y'all. The worst part about it is that we're so desensitized to what's going on that people die every day, bro. It just happens. What if it was your mom, bro? Man, if it was my mom, it's just her time. Nigga, don't be
Bullshit.
that crash. You not about to do that for real because you
right.
know already if that's the case and when it happened, you gonna expect that same type of empathy from the same people that you was telling not to do that to somebody else.
Right.
Especially if it
the-
happened
the-
the same way.
Exactly.
To respond off that, C Staff had made a status yesterday on Facebook saying that he was at the bar, right, and him and his person that was next to him,
I read
random
that too.
person,
yeah.
and he said they was talking about Kobe, and the person that was next to him said they was sad, and the lady, the bartender, said, "Man, I don't give a f about him or whatnot. I mean, my mom died, but I still had to go to school." Or 'cause they said the kids, the girl that was next to Chris said her kids don't have school or whatnot. So bartender got mad and said, "Oh, my kids still going to school or whatnot. You know, my people died, and I still had to go and do that, skip him." I'm like, that's bold, and they paid and just left. Nah, like you can't be that way. You can't be that kind of person, bold, because it's different.
It's bold, but it was a way she could have said.
She
it
said
a
it
different
better,
way.
right.
Delivery is everything.
Yeah.
If
Delivery
she'd
is
worded it
everything.
different,
She
then it wouldn't have
disrespected
been-
the situation versus saying it in a, "Oh yeah, dude, be nice about it."
No, she said everything she could have said. What she could have left out was skip him. That's the only thing that fucked up her whole argument.
Yeah, because if she just the way she said it, if she'd have been like, "Hey, you know, I understand people die every day, but my kids still need their education."
It's all in that
Right.
tone how you word it.
You about to say
Beaufort-
something?
Yeah, Beaufort said, I don't care what nobody say, this the biggest tragedy I ever seen.
I mean,
Buford.
Yeah,
I was about to say
This-
that.
this
I
whole-
was about to say Buford.
yeah.
no, it is
My
though,
bad.
man.
This
Hey,
whole decade
real
just
quick,
sucks
though.
so far.
And we just
I
stepped
know
into
this.
it.
I know this podcast about Kobe, but I do, for people that's watching, I do want to also say, rest in peace to the young man that lost his life at JNAP, because that was tragic as well.
Yes, sir.
And then also the young lady that was a victim of domestic violence, and her
Yeah, I heard about
boyfriend
that
had
too, man. Yeah.
had killed her. So rest in peace to them too, because all that yesterday, man, it just was crazy.
Yeah,
Like I said, it just make you turn the
I ain't-
TV off.
What
It was
happened
yesterday, too?
emotionally,
What happened
it
to the
was
young
emotionally
guy?
draining. It was.
Talking about the man from JNAP.
Because I heard
That
about
was
I
yesterday?
heard about the girl, but I
Yeah.
don't know about the guy.
That was yesterday.
He was on his way to work, and I believe a car was going the wrong way on the freeway,
Yes, sir.
and,
Yeah.
and hit him head on, and hit him head on, and it killed both of them.
That's sad. God bless his family. I hope his family.
Hey,
I can hope that.
I know one of my
would
friends,
get him strength in this time.
She lost her cousin yesterday too. Right, it was like 2 hours after Kobe passed. I'm like, dog, it's too much going on.
But like
My timeline too.
the thing with that young lady though, that was messed up, because it's just crazy, man. Like you really gotta watch who you let your people be with. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
'Cause that was her ex-boyfriend, and I don't know what happened, but whatever, he picked her up and he was beating her ass, and she tried to run away. He shot her in the head. You know what I'm saying?
Did
Not making
he
sense.
kill himself too?
No, he's still on the run.
Down making
I
sense,
hope they
dog.
catch
It's
him.
not that serious, dog.
No, it's not.
It's never will be that serious,
It's
man.
not.
It's over 100 trillion women in the world, man.
If I gotta hit you, I'll
Vast
just
amount.
leave. I can be by myself.
Exactly.
If I gotta hit you.
Yeah,
If we
just
have
know
a
you-
vast amount of women versus men in the world, there's no way you cannot find somebody else. It's not that serious, man. We're
And-
losing people for no reason.
Yeah, we are and
Every
it's-
day.
It's at an alarming rate
Yeah.
at this point, man.
Yeah.
It's really got you questioning basically the morality of everybody and everything around you, man. Because, like I said, back to what I was talking about, like the desensitization of it and how people are able to just turn it off and on so easily, and what they want to feel like, how they want to feel, if they don't want to feel, or if they just want to be just so rude or cold with it. It's like, man, it's scary. You know what I'm saying? it's scary because it's like if something like that, you know what I'm saying, happened to any one of my people, I want you to be, you know what I'm saying, I want you to be like, man, remember me as this, pay your respects as this, but keep it respectful though, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a sidestep into this for 1 second, but I want to stay right here though. Like, if he's still on the live or whatever, Jay is my dog or whatever, man. You know, and you know what I'm saying, I went to his father's funeral, man, a couple weeks ago, and like I didn't know his father personally, but if he's any indication of what his father was like, because his father loved his children or whatever. Let me start with that first and foremost. His father loved his children, but if he's any indication like that, then I'm happy to have a friend in him then, man, because, you know what I'm saying, if the shoe was on the other foot, I would expect that same type of gesture coming my way then, because that's just the type of, you know what I'm saying, person that I am. That's just the type of person that he is or whatever. So if you still watching this, Jay, man, you know what I'm saying, I appreciate you. I respect you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Look, you know, I know I didn't have to do it, man, but you my dog, though, so.
Real quick, B.
Go ahead, bro.
I just want to piggyback on what you said because, you know, yesterday I was saying, like, even when I made that post, like, you really do got to cherish the people around you because you never know when somebody, you know, they going to go. You don't know. And, like, that's why I, like, everybody in here, you know, even, you know, you, like, you my cousin. But I call all y'all my brothers because I mean it. You know what I'm saying? We close. Like,
Right.
y'all mean a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, shit, be, you know, times where Brian, you was in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? I'm damn near in tears because I feel like I'm about to lose a part of my heart. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And I feel like you were.
right. But I'm just saying, you know, it's you got to really care about the people while they're here. You know what I'm saying? And like, I was talking about the same thing earlier with Kobe. Like, they skipped all the voting process and they waived all that. He gonna be inducted in the Hall of Fame this year, and I'm like, damn, you know, it's messed up because he not even gonna get to experience that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And now you gotta try to find somebody to accept that on his behalf, and it's still gonna be hard because it's still fresh. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you really, like I said, I just said all that because you really gotta appreciate your people while they're here. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know. I ain't trying to make nobody feel sorry for me or nothing, but I'm just saying this as a story because it just relates to everything. One of my cousins, and you know, we weren't the closest, but he passed on New Year's Day. You know what I'm saying? Had trouble breathing, you know what I'm saying? Passed away. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you just never know what go on. You know what I'm saying? You just got to really be close to your people. And if you close to your people like that, just always check in on them. And like I said, just put in that time because you just never know, man. You never know.
Yep, and like all it takes is like a phone call sometimes, man. Like, you know, phone calls are brief. They're the easiest way to get in touch with somebody, man. And
right.
Sometimes that phone call can be the difference maker in somebody's day then. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if y'all ain't don't having nothing but small talk for 5 to 10 minutes or whatever, man, it's like those 5 to 10 minutes might have turned your whole thing around because you could have been having the shittiest day ever. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The first 10 hours of that day, and then you get that phone call, and it's like, all right, it ain't so bad then.
But then stuff like that too, bro. Not to cut you off, you was about to say something. At the same time, it also should show people that whatever problem you got with somebody, whatever issue, it's not that big.
I was getting there.
It's not that big. You know what I'm saying? So like I don't know if everybody's seen it, but I respect what Kendrick Perkins did. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he sent out an apology to KD, and he was like, I love you. He like, man, whatever I did to disrespect you, I'm sorry. Like, you need to do that because it's serious, man. It don't matter how much money you got. It don't matter who you is. Like, everybody got an expiration date. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Appreciate your people while they here and show them that love. Don't wait till it's too late and you want to be living in regret and man, show them that love now. For real, show them that love while they can appreciate it and while they can feel it. Don't wait till it's too late, man. Because I swear, and I hate to say it like this, but I can only say it because I am black. But I feel like the black culture, that's just how it is. We wait till it's too late, and now we living in regret. And it's like, damn, man, that was my bro. I wish I would have, you know what I'm saying?
Without a doubt.
Right. When you could have just
stepped up. Message a couple days ago,
just been an adult, man, and just grow up and be like,
And I want to piggyback on what you just said too, Joe. Like he made a post about it, and I talked about it a little bit yesterday or whatever, man, because the thing is that I want people to be better at that as well. But I also want people to stick to that when they change it over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, too many times they'll be in that vibe then and be like, all right, I'm gonna be better, I'm gonna do better, and then 3 months down the line, you backsliding back to where you was then. You know what I'm saying? Like it takes more energy to hate somebody than it does to love somebody. You know what I'm saying? It takes way more effort to do one than the other one. So by law, I'm going to go with the easier one because it's easier for me to do, because you haven't disrespected me that much to the point where I'm going to disrespect you back. And I respect you enough and love you enough to tell you when you're wrong or right then.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And it's like people they need people like us. They need us. They need this generation, this group of people. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, if I'm surrounded by people that won't tell me the truth or let me go out here and do the ass backwards shit that I do, then y'all know better than me then, because y'all feeding into the stuff that I got going on.
Right.
I can't ask you to change when I can change myself, because if I can change myself, then chances are you can change too. Even if it's going to take my help, I can do it then.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And it shouldn't take death for everybody to do this, man. It really shouldn't. Like, it should just be something that just happens, bro. Like, you just wake up. It's like putting your pants on or brushing your teeth or washing your face. It's just supposed to happen.
Right.
That's
You know what
why
I'm
it's so
saying?
twisted, because it's like when that does happen, somebody died, but okay, say if you about to squash whatever we got going on, are you squashing it because of the death, or is
Or
it
you
really coming from
squashing
a
it
place of
because-
genuineness?
Right.
Flat out.
right.
That's the one.
Are you truly being real,
You're right.
or are you just in the moment like we are?
You're right.
I feel like what you said as far as like having people like us around, you know,
Yeah.
people like that. I feel like and I'm scared for this guy, Antonio Brown. He don't got the right people around him.
Flat
You know
out,
what I'm
though.
saying?
No,
It's
facts.
obviously something
Facts.
mental going
major
on with
facts.
him.
But he don't want no help though.
I know, and you can't tell him.
But
See,
and that's
it's
the
the
sad
thing
part
though,
about
even though you don't want no help,
He
man,
don't
you
want
still
no
gotta
help.
be there for that
You know
person.
what I'm saying?
Support.
But he need.
I know.
I
He
guarantee you, he
needs
got
it.
people around him that just hanging on. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
AB got us on this. He got
Leeching.
us on that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like you said, leeching.
They just happy to be there.
Riding
Oh,
away.
When he gone, where you gonna be?
What you gonna
at?
do
Or
then?
something
What you gonna
happened to
do?
him.
Right, what you
You know
gonna
what I'm
do?
saying?
You don't know.
No, B, with all the points that you made, I respect that, because my thing is to piggyback on just everything you said. It's nothing wrong with backsliding, because everybody's gonna fall. You know, as
Absolutely.
long as you keep pushing forward in a positive
Absolutely.
direction,
Absolutely.
I can respect you falling and getting back up and all that. And another reason I feel like, look, this is what I hate to see. When somebody dies, it's always that one person at the funeral screaming and crying louder than everybody else.
Extra.
I hate that, because simple fact, you could have saw me. You could have came and spoke to. You could have did everything you was supposed to do, but you chose not to.
Right.
So now you at the funeral acting a damn fool. It happened at my father's funeral. I ain't gonna call nobody out or
There you
whatever
go.
on who
There
it
you go.
was.
Keep it respectful.
It happened at Maurice's funeral. It happened at, I can name everybody's funeral that it happened
I
at.
mean, because chances are they gonna act a fool at funerals and weddings, so you
But
can
you-
name stories. You know
My
what I'm
thing
saying?
is, if you did what you was supposed to do, I'm not. And everybody, like you said, that one phone call make a difference. When Jovan went to the hospital, I was on my way to your party. I got a call. Jovan in the house. All right, bet. I'll be there in a little bit. I'm about to go. Make sure I checked on bro. I gave all y'all the heads up or whatever.
Flat
and then
out.
I was like, all right, I'm gonna stop by for a minute because I got to get my daughter. But I am going to attend the party. But my thing is, even with saying that, when any of y'all, if something ever go down, y'all in the hospital, I'm gonna drop whatever I'm doing to make sure I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Because chances is, one of y'all done stopped by when I was in the hospital.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? And I be in the hospital a lot more than everybody else. It is what it is. What I go through is what I go through. So you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna always show my gratitude and always show up for my guys, because y'all always there for me. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people just don't have that. I wish they did, because the support system I got from my family is it's incredible. You know what I'm saying? Just to be around a group of brothers that'll come through at a drop of a dime for you.
Right.
So I mean, it's all respect to y'all. You know what it is.
Much love, man.
You know.
All love, B.
No
Look,
doubt.
man, my dog, man. Look, shoot, and all right, look, shake it off, man. Hey, I was gonna read that comment from Josh real quick, and I'm gonna keep going, man. Hey,
John says, first he says, amen. Joe talking some sense tonight. Thank you, God. And then he says, there's so much hate and violence in the world today. People are just senseless in their actions.
It is. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, like to bring everything back to us full circle or whatever, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, you know, like even if you don't want to take up the elm of doing certain things because it's not cool or because it's uncomfortable, you got to do it though, because it could have been instilled. It could have been bestowed to anybody, but it was bestowed to you though. You know what I'm saying? Like, the more and more I keep doing this or whatever, the more and more it's like, you know what I'm saying, I'm really starting to come into my own then. You know what I'm saying? To the point where now it's like, all right, you doing this. How can you do it better? What's the impossible task you want to get? Where is your killer instinct at? You see what I'm saying? Because it's like, if this man can go out there and do this every single night, he's doing something that he love. I love doing this. I want to come in here and hang up 81 points a night doing podcasts. I want to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to feel like every time I come here, I got the killer instinct, whether you famous, whether I know you, whether I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? I want to look at you the same way, like, man, we about to knock this fucking podcast out the park. This bug is about to be a hit. You know what I'm saying? And if I feel like I failed doing that, I want to be like, okay, I failed. Now let's get back up and get better. You know what I'm saying? You can't fall and stay there. Like, you got to find a reason to get up. You need something to push you in that direction to get up. You know what I'm saying? If y'all ever call me and be like, B, look, you could have worked on this. You could have did this like this, B. You could have said this. Bet, I needed that. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like, B, that was a good show, man. You know he fucked up, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because then it's like, dog, it's like we staying still together, then we in neutral. Right. We ain't got to be in neutral. I got to be in drive at all times. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do this to pretend that somebody is on my heels right now, right behind me, wasn't ready to take this from me.
At least
so
one of the wheels got to move. We
You
all
feel
can't
me?
sit in
You
neutral.
feel me?
One wheel
Flat
gotta do
out.
something.
Flat out. You know what I'm saying?
Any progress is good progress.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah, one
man.
wheel. If Joe's moving and the rest
Come
of
on
us
now.
in neutral, we all moving
We
still.
all moving still.
Just-
I don't care how fast we going, how slow we going. We moving.
Right, we still
Yeah,
moving
it's
in the right
progress.
direction. We just
There's no
Flat
such thing
out.
as fail. It's
Flat
a
out.
learning experience. That's what you're doing.
You know what I'm saying? And if one of my people fall, I'm gonna pick him up and ball. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go together, man. Like, if I got enough weight to shoulder both our weight, I'm gonna do that then. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what right there is what make diamonds right there. That right there is what make classics. That right there is what makes stories just like this then. You know what I'm saying? And
Let me tell y'all better preach the word of
look,
Lazarus in
you
here,
know what I'm
man.
saying? The fact that we just paying, you know what I'm saying? We just out here, you know, it's emotional, but it's a celebration at the same time because we paying homage to somebody that at some point or another in your life instilled that in you, and you didn't even have to talk to him. You didn't even know him. You didn't even never even meet him in person. If you did meet him in person, salute to you. Then if you didn't, it's like, man, he still did something that much in your life then that it's like, bet, dude. You know what I'm saying? You gonna use that and incorporate that moving forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to interject real quick, Courtney put in the lovely
Facts.
wife. She said there's
that's
nothing
what she
wrong with
said.
neutral. Neutral allows you to be pushed.
I'm quoting you, sis.
Ooh, I like that.
I'm
That's
quoting
a
you,
good one.
sis.
I like that.
I don't know if you got this in your notes, but I wanted to say this because I was reading this when I was,
Okay, hit
you
me,
know,
hit me.
waiting on everybody to show up for tonight's show. I was reading stuff, and it was just little pieces from interviews like Vanessa had or whatever, and it just made me like respect her even more, and it kind of make you, you know what I'm saying, appreciate when you got a good woman, a good wife, girlfriend, whatever in your corner, because she was talking about how, you know, people always want to bring up what he did wrong, you know, when he made that mistake with the girl or whatever. But she was like, you know, that's my husband, you know, she like, I support him. She was like, you know, people want to make it seem like I'm not a factor, but she was like, you know, take care of home while he out there doing what he loved. That's his profession. She like, you know, I don't want to be with nobody that don't want to win the championship. She like, the goal is to win the championship every year. So she was like, why would I want to be with somebody that don't want to win? She was like, I want him to win. So while I'm winning at home, I want him to win on the court. And, you know, just hearing that, like, that's how you know, like, two people on the same page, you know what I'm saying? They connected. So you can just respect that because she really supported him. And that's black love. That's just a beautiful thing.
That's 100 because she was the battery in his back. She kept him moving.
Right.
You gotta respect that. Like you say, if you got a good woman, you supposed to. I mean, your woman's supposed to do that. She's supposed to want nothing but greatness from you.
Right.
Because while you taking care of the house, that's why I always tell. When I talk to my wife, a lot of guys be like, "I'm the man of the house," and I do feel like in my own way I am the man of the house. But at the same time, my wife runs the house. Because when I'm at work and I'm not there, she's holding the house down, making sure the house is fine. She makes sure my daughter eat, make sure my daughter is clothed, make sure she's changed. So as much as I would want to be like I'm the MVP, my wife will always be the MVP to me. She will always be better than what I am, and I respect that.
And I'm gonna piggyback on that, B. You know what I'm saying, in terms of that or whatever, because like when it comes to a marriage or it comes to a husband and wife, like yeah, I'm the man. I'm this. I'm everything in between or whatever. But I'm comparing it to like it being a house or whatever. You know what I'm saying? On the outside of that house, I'm brick. I'm solid. I'm strong. I'm impenetrable. This is mine. I stand on that. That's the support right there. But when you go inside that house, it's pretty. It's beautiful. It's designed. It's decorated. It has a woman's touch. You know what I'm saying? So while I'm outside at face value right there, this woman is inside making sure everything is running smooth as it should be. Then,
Right, I could never do what she did in
you
the
see what I'm
house.
saying?
But to piggyback on what you said,
Ooh-wee.
you get the better value on what's inside because the inside is all the upgrades.
Yeah, look, I like.
I
That's
see
where
you.
the
Come on
value
now. I
come
see
in
where you
at.
going with it.
Right, come
I
on,
see you, bro.
man. Yeah, look, whew. You know what I'm saying? Nah.
The ghetto.
Look, the other thing I heard about this, getting back to this Kobe thing or whatever, man, was that people was like, man, why did you take a helicopter, man? You had a helicopter. Let's clear the air with this for 1 second so people can understand how serious this is. I watched an interview with Kobe. He was talking about the reason why he had the personal helicopter in the first place. You know what I'm saying? He said because it was easier for him to get to the gym or get to the facility, work out, do his thing, shoot his shots, everything, play his game. But then he was able to get to recitals and get to all the family things quicker because L.A. traffic is nasty. If you've ever been in L.A. and then drove in L.A. traffic, then you can know L.A. traffic is a
It
nightmare.
looked
then.
nasty from the video.
Yeah, L.A. traffic is
videos.
a nightmare.
Second
You know what I'm
worst in New
saying?
York.
So how I'm gonna make it to my daughter's recital or my daughter's practice or my daughter's this or my kids that when I'm stuck in traffic and I'm gridlocked in there for 2.5 hours then. Everything over there. She the little kid waiting outside, sitting on the stoop like, yeah, I was expecting you to come, but
I knew you were gonna make it.
right. You see what I'm
we
saying?
got time for that.
So he
And-
eliminated that then.
And
You know
that's
what I mean?
I watched that same interview, but like I'm telling you, I just think so differently from people, man. Like people don't understand. Like he said, it took for him to miss one recital to make him make that decision because he was like, I'm still gonna dedicate myself to my profession, but I'm still gonna
Yes, sir.
do what I got to do for my family.
I'm a father.
And exactly. And that's why I feel like for black men, we don't really get credit for it because it is black men out here that we would do whatever. We would make the sacrifices even if it is killing us physically.
Yeah.
We would do what we got to do to provide and support our families. And people need to understand, like, that's why that man did that because he was trying to make sure, he do what he got to do to be where his family needed him to be.
And when it's said and done, bro, he had the means to do it. That's all that matters. You would do it too if you
Like
had the
any
means,
other
but you don't.
millionaire. Millionaires
Period.
have
Yeah.
private jets,
Yeah.
private
Private
planes,
helicopters,
helicopters. Yes.
Private,
It
everything.
doesn't matter.
Own
It
personal
just was a
butler,
tragic
driver.
incident that happened at
It
an
was-
unexpected time.
Right.
Very
Anybody that had the
unexpected.
means to do it would do it. You know what I'm saying? If you say you wouldn't do it, you lying. My
Facts.
thing is, if I know my daughter got something and I need to be there and it's on the other side of town and I can't drive there and I have the means to get a helicopter,
I'm
I'ma
getting
get
a
a helicopter.
I ain't gonna
If I
lie.
be there-
I wouldn't do it though.
I would just because.
I hate getting off and on the plane, so I wouldn't do it. Hey, I'm gonna get a something.
But that's different.
I-
expensive
yeah,
Uber or
yeah.
something.
Hey, you gonna get a luxury bus.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Cross country. Look,
Get a charter bus for two people for a state to state ride.
Yeah.
But you gotta
It's gonna
Wait,
take us how long we need to get there.
It's the
But
fear
that
of
was
heights
Kobe
usually
though,
on
bro.
planes.
You
You like
gotta
the feeling
think-
of it. You like the feeling of being on a plane.
Well, first, I'm
flying,
terrified of
period.
heights. Number
That's what
one,
I'm saying. I just asked that. That was the first thing I asked.
I
you.
am terrified of heights.
Okay.
But I don't like the
No
feeling
roller
of the
coaster.
plane at
No
all.
roller
coaster.
Oh no, you know I hate roller
No
coasters.
roller
I
coaster.
don't like that. I really don't like man-made stuff.
But he could
It's
have.
dangerous.
Because the-
You can't rely on it.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
come on,
true.
tell me the
That's
truth.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
As much faith as I got in my damn car is the same faith I got in the fucking plane. It can break
Exactly.
down at any minute.
Anything can
Everybody
happen
wanna
in the car,
say,
yeah.
flights
He
is
said
the
that, that's what he
safest way to
said.
travel is man-made.
I got faith in
Same
my
eyes,
shoes.
bro.
Exactly.
Same
my
eyes.
shoes get me where I need to go, but I ain't walking across.
Facts.
you can walk outside and get hit by a bus tomorrow. Like, man, well, look, I was going to my car. Look, like, guess it wasn't my time. Look, you know what I'm saying? But reading my dog Steve, I'm not calling you that, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, the 405 freeway traffic is no joke, bro. I work 30 minutes away, and I have to leave my house an hour and a half to get to work. So I would use a helicopter if I could, flat out, man. You know what I'm saying? And JJ said LA traffic is the worst traffic ever. You could be going somewhere a few miles away, and it turned into a 30, 40-minute drive.
Because of LA traffic.
Boo said we can all die in a car accident. We can, man.
true.
Look,
That's
that's what I
very
just
true.
said. Like, man, you just
But
get
I got control over that.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? If I gotta have my license and stuff to be a pilot to drive the helicopter.
If you
I gotta have my
feel-
license to do the car too, but I got more control.
Right.
Airplane, you ain't got no control.
Right.
You gotta rely on somebody.
I gotta rely on the
You gotta-
pilot.
You got a
and
little
the
bit more
co-pilot.
control. You
Look.
got control of what you can do in the car, but you don't have control of what's somebody around you.
Not
True.
So,
But-
If your tire's shaking, you know I better pull over.
that's
But see,
yeah,
this,
yeah, yeah,
but this
yeah,
the
yeah.
thing though.
Exactly.
if you got good reaction, and I ain't saying this is just possible for everybody in every situation. If your reaction good, you can kind of deter yourself from
you
a
can,
car accident.
and it won't be as bad.
On a plane, your only option
can't
is
just
if that boy
fucking
going
go
down,
down.
you got to jump
Brace
out.
for
Yeah,
impact.
that's it. Yes.
I'm just gonna put my seatbelt on and ride that boy out because I'm not jumping on no fucking plane.
ain't no-
Like, you gonna crash into the water hard. Look like
That's when you cut on. That's when you cut on your prayers. You got to put.
Yeah, yeah, because I'm not jumping on no plane. I don't care about no parachute. Because see, man, like I said, how I be thinking, well, if I jump out this plane, not a fucking parachute cord break.
Out of all parachutes,
Exactly.
oh,
Now I'm about to get a fucking harder impact than this fucking burning plane. At least if I crash in
You're
the
probably dead
plane,
before you hit the ground
Exactly.
anyway.
You know
So
what
I
I'm
just said you
I'm straight, man.
he said,
You
like,
gotta
I'm
see if
extra
you-
crispy in this motherfucker.
I'm straight,
You
man.
gotta see if you right
you
with
can't
Jesus.
control being. What if you had a red light though and somebody hit you from behind? You can't control that.
Well, that's
There's some things you can't
'Cause
control.
that's-
Literally,
you
you
right.
can't control somebody running a red light and he's literally.
But I look at my mirrors probably like every 10 seconds.
I do
Right.
too, though.
So I'm
I
gonna
do
scoot
too,
up.
man. I'm
But
nervous
still,
like
though,
that.
you
I'm
can't.
paranoid
If you
like
got
that.
a pure green light and it turned green, you cannot stop somebody from running that red light.
That's true.
And it's just something you
But
can't control. Like you
I've
can't.
been in an accident.
Your
too,
instant
so
is
now-
fast, but your
Yes,
instant
you have.
Now like to the point. I remember I was on 8 Mile in Hubble, and I was about to go, and it was fun. It never, in some reason, it never happened to me. But someone just stopped, and I stopped. I hit the brake, and the car flew right through the red light. It was. I was like, wow, that never happens. Because I normally be the first one to try to get out of a red light, but someone was like, just
because
wait
you
a
want
minute,
to
B.
right.
Just-
You
look,
really
But
got-
I've had accidents where I'm like, I jumped out the car and looked at the car, and I'm like, damn, one thing that's messed up is my nose. Damn, but I looked at the car like, man, that car was. I told my mom like, it's all right, man, the car is fixable. Man, Brandon went with my mom and saw what the car looked like.
She went off the rails. Like, this car is not, it ain't fixable. The trunk is in the back seat. I'm like, yeah, that car's done. Look about, yeah, car's out of there. Look, he's like, I don't want no parts of that. Look.
Hey, we blessed though.
Oh,
a lot of
absolutely,
accidents
man.
we
High
have been in.
favorite.
It. A lot of people have saying us like, "How you alive?" You know. That
But I do got one thing to say about a plane. I got one fear about a plane.
All right, keep me
I got a fear that the plane is going down and it laying in the water and I survive, but I can't swim. And that's a terrible thing. Like,
That's the worst fear because you
yeah, because
stop D.
I can't swim either though.
No, stop laughing.
No, but
dog.
look, that means I'm stuck out in the ocean by myself,
Right.
just sitting there. So now look at this.
B.
And if you in the middle of the ocean by yourself, and I done seen movies where the sharks come and swim around you.
So basically,
It don't be like that. though.
So-
It
wait,
don't
wait.
be like that.
So-
though.
That's my
yo,
night.
but
That's my
that's
fear.
that's a
that'll
fear
happen.
that you
that's my
actually kill
fear.
yourself from your fear before it even happens. So
That
I
water
can-
deep anyway. It's deep.
It is.
You going down.
and
You're
then,
gonna drown.
and
Like,
then
No,
I
if you-
believe this was last year. You know that happened to a guy where I don't know if he was on a boat or a plane or
Don't
whatever,
tell
but he
me.
had a
That's
life jacket
terrible.
on. It took him like days when he just floated to shore. He was in the middle of the ocean.
See that was a successful story. Cause just imagine the shark. No, for real, 'cause just no disrespect. I hate if something happened to everybody else. I feel bad for that. But just him floating, man, you in the middle of the ocean. You got to know a shark's out there somewhere.
I might sound like a pawn. I just give up. I just take my fucking life jacket off.
Look, it's over for me.
I'm not about
Going
to just
down.
be floating.
Courtney is not amused with y'all right now.
Courtney
Hey.
said you can float.
Courtney,
And,
Courtney, I ain't
Josh
say
said, Josh says take the seat cushion, it detaches and turns into a flotation device.
What, in a plane?
Yeah, that's
I didn't know
airline
that.
talk right there. Look,
I didn't know
y'all
that.
don't watch the videos when they
My
say they're
thing-
doing the
They don't have
tutorial.
videos.
They got the little blow up there. You blow
But
into. You got a little mini life vest.
I thought that was for air.
I thank you,
Steve
Josh.
said doggy
I
No,
paddle.
that one is for
I do
flotation.
thank
You gotta
Josh
jump
for
out of there and do an
I'm not
emergency
doing
flight.
But
all
even
that.
with that,
Who want to
Josh,
be
I'm
sitting there
still
floating in the
terrified.
ocean? You pissing and shitting on yourself till you float to shore.
Yeah, even with that, Josh, I'm still terrified. Because what if sharks come?
Look.
If I see a shark, I'm a panic. I'm like, I know I'm not gonna make it. Ain't nobody gonna find me.
If you
And
panic,
seeing
you
a
going
shark.
down. But you go.
Look.
Listen.
Oh, you'll be a nice chicken tender.
I'm coming back to that in crosstalk, man. Let me go ahead and keep paying my homage, man. Y'all out the game, man. This week was the 14-year anniversary of Kobe's 80-point game against Toronto Raptors, man.
You said the
Second-
14 year.
Yes, it was 14 years
Wow.
ago since he did this or whatever, man. This was
Yes, you're old.
yeah, that old look. You'll say he's second highest points next to Wilt Chamberlain. You know, Wilt.
Oh,
Wilt
they supposed to air that game tonight, right?
It's all right.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Wilt
yeah.
still. Yeah,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
remember him.
What happened?
What?
What'd you just say?
With the 80.
How
no,
the hell did you
no,
miss
the
a
game.
Because I was looking at somebody's comment.
The game
Oh.
that's on right now is his last game when he scored 60.
Yeah, against Utah
Okay,
Jazz.
gotcha.
The other one
Man.
was
All right,
the
I'm down
14-year
quite a bit.
anniversary. Okay, you got it. All right, I want to make sure, man.
That's the only thing I missed.
You know what I'm saying? Another fun fact for y'all. Look, this guy, man. what I'm saying? Y'all know he was from Philly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Philadelphia
man.
native.
Yeah,
Old
man.
town,
Who,
Philly,
Kobe?
back.
Yeah,
Yes.
man, we knew
I
that.
thought.
See,
I mean,
somebody didn't know that. See,
I
he
didn't-
didn't know that.
he-
Like, D,
I learned,
come
you
on,
learned,
man.
you learned
Where you
something
thought he
new
was
every day. I
from?
thought he's from Cali. I thought he was from California.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? Look, he
You
was
learn something new every day.
he was selected by the Hornets first before being
Yeah, I
traded to the
remember that,
Lakers. So
but-
you remember that? Okay, my man. You know what I'm saying?
You do learn something new every day.
Yeah, right.
I just learned today. I didn't even know he wasn't cool with his parents.
Jerry
I
West.
He
told
not
us
cool
early.
with his parents
I
at
knew
all.
that.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They tried to
knew
sell
that
his
for
memorabilia or whatever, man. You know, 500,000.
I disown my mama too. Trying to sell my shit. Give me my shit.
I want my trophies, my shoes. Those are mine.
Trying to sell my goddamn high school jersey. Give me my shit.
He probably would have got a bankroll too. I'm just saying, you hate to hear moms, somebody's parent doing that, but she probably would have got a bankroll.
JJ said ain't no damn fun fact.
Hold on, dog. There's a couple comments we got to repeat on, dog. So Jay, we all know Jay. I think everybody knows Jay. He said your risk of dying in a car crash is greater than the airplane crashing.
Oh,
Yeah, because
I'm still terrified of going down in the plane.
I don't even want to talk about that shit no more.
Look, yeah,
Move on.
let me keep going.
He
man.
said
Look.
what?
You know what I'm saying?
He said
your
your
risk
risk
of
of
dying
dying in
in
a car crash is greater than the
Than a
airplane
plane
crash.
I got control. like I
The
said.
impact.
Like these, I said what I said, man.
Shut up. Who
Look,
said that?
Jay,
Jay.
Who can swim in here? Everybody can swim.
No.
I can.
I can keep
can't.
myself above.
I used to be a
that's
lifeguard.
What about you?
Shut up, did you?
swim?
Yeah, I got a lifeguard license.
Man, you ain't never saved
Let
nobody,
me
man.
ask you.
I ain't never have
Say
to.
nobody.
I ain't never
No
have to.
CPR too?
Yeah, you gotta. Well, I gotta take that because of where I work.
Look at you, Joe,
Yeah,
man.
Would you?
You all right, man.
Would
Look.
you go surfing if I?
But don't.
Don't test that theory. Look.
No, I'm just saying. If you a male, don't think I'm gonna save you because I ain't kissing. I ain't putting my lips on you.
Man, you gotta blow air into the airway. You're not
Yeah.
kissing them.
It ain't like tongue
like
and
your
nothing
right.
touch
You like,
that.
It don't matter.
I'm gonna save your life.
It don't matter. It
He's
don't
thinking
matter.
about the Sandlot. My man just gonna wake up and just grab the This ain't the Sandlot, bro. He gonna
no,
thank you.
I'm straight.
God,
He
man.
gonna say thanks for saving my life.
Yeah, I'm straight.
Look, man, I'm gonna give JJ another fun fact since you want to say that, man. Look, Kobe was the only player in history to have multiple jerseys retired by a single franchise, 8 and 24.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I know he probably knew that already.
Everybody about
Did
to
you-
retire 8 and 24.
Look,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
The
even
Mavericks
Dallas.
already-
Dallas already did it.
Yeah,
Dallas
yeah,
already
San
did it.
Antonio
said
said they was
25.
gonna do it too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dallas already did it.
They should do
said
it
not a single
league-wide.
player.
They
Yeah,
really
they
should.
should.
That's, I think that's
And
what
they
we're
canceled the
talking about.
game
Look,
tomorrow.
for tomorrow,
too.
yeah.
Oh, did you see
What game?
The Lakers
Tor-
and Clippers supposed to play.
You saw when
tomorrow.
both
They
the,
canceled the
Oh.
game.
The
They did-
teams was Toronto
I thought they was
Spurs,
talking about.
they took the 24 second.
8-second violation in the 24.
I thought they was
Shot
talking
clock.
about
I
they
like
was gonna donate all
I
the
thought that was
money
dope.
to.
Nah, they canceled it.
Yeah, they was talking about the game. They said the cheapest tickets was $989. That's when they was talking about donating to their foundation all the money from the tickets.
You know, and then the Pistons all wore their jersey,
Yeah,
all
I
wore the
seen that
24
today.
jersey or whatever.
8 and 24.
8 and 24. Yeah,
That was
yeah.
dope.
So that was dope. They paid homage like that. or
Sorry,
whatever.
asses.
D Rose cooking.
This
though.
guy killing me.
He ain't playing
He in the
tonight.
kitchen.
I know.
Did y'all know he won an Oscar for Dear Basketball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
An animated
Yeah.
short. My guys.
For
man.
being Michael Jordan.
Hey, he rolled the sock up. I'm saying 24 seconds on the clock. Kobe, you know what I'm saying? Hit him with the shot move.
But
man.
even with
Come
that,
on,
him
come
winning
on.
that the Oscar or whatever, that just let you see that he was great off the court as well as on the court.
Versatility.
Yeah, my thing is to have a dream and take that dream and be great at that dream too. How many dreams can you be great at? You got to respect what he did.
I never watched their basketball though.
It's a great documentary.
Man, it's crazy,
Great.
dog.
Set it
He
up, you watch it.
passed a day after LeBron passed him. Third.
Like,
all
and I
time.
got that in.
He
I got that in
tweeted
there too,
him,
man.
bro. He tweeted LeBron during the
Congratulated him on the
game.
score
He told him
list,
keep
like-
the game moving.
I was
Right.
happy. I was
Keep the
happy
game
for
moving.
LeBron, but I was mad because they got their ass whooped. I was watching the
Yeah,
game.
they lost
They
by
did.
20, didn't they? They
It
didn't watch
was-
the Philly.
it was-
They,
That's getting
hey,
bored.
they come back though, but then they turn back up.
That's because
Ain't
that was
nothing like
Kobe's
getting a 20
hometown. He's
nugget
like,
dropped
go
on you.
Philly.
Ben-
he
Ben-
passed me,
right.
beat him. Look,
Ben Simmons was getting
go down.
off.
Look.
They just need one more.
That happened to my nephew one day. He had a basketball game. The other team dropped a 50-piece nugget on him. Holding the sauce. I was like,
Oh,
Oh, the sauce.
Oh,
the sauce.
I was like,
hey, he said, I don't need no ranch, no barbecue sauce. We just go straight in.
drop that 50-piece nugget on him.
No spice rub.
JJ said that. Nah, that's a good fun fact. I mean, that's a good fact. I knew that though.
Oh, thank you, sir. The other people probably didn't know that.
You need some new glasses. You can't read.
Hey, look, did you know that he created a?
he didn't say food.
Did you know he created a children's book series? You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
inspired by his love
I
for
knew
Harry
that too.
Potter.
Yeah.
That's right, man.
dope.
Look, I appreciate that, man. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Look, and Marvel, shout out to Marvel too. They gave him, you know what I'm saying, a new sketch with him having the Infinity Gauntlet on. like with
That
Thanos.
picture's so cold. But the
and
coldest
then-
picture I've seen was
Somebody should
him,
make a shirt out of it.
half him, half his daughter. They look alike.
Yeah, I like that.
It's
Oh, yeah, I seen
that's
that
the coldest
picture,
picture
too.
they
That
put on
picture's
Facebook.
cold-blooded.
They should put that picture on the shirt too.
I think so. 'Cause that's the coldest one to me.
Yeah, and
That don't get me wrong. The Infinity Gauntlet, even the one when they had him as Iron Man,
I was getting there.
that was
yeah,
cold
yeah,
too. But the one with him
yeah.
and his daughter next to each other, that it was so cold.
Now what's bad?
I was
is
so hurt when I
everybody
saw
in
it.
Detroit finna start selling shirts with Kobe's face on it. They about to
I mean,
have-
that's what
They're gonna
everybody
be on every
capitalizes. They
You
gonna
remember
capitalize
when
in some
Aretha
form or
Franklin
another.
died? They was out there selling. They still sell Aretha Franklin shirts.
Aretha
Hey, look,
Franklin.
you can wear your Aretha Franklin shirt at the Aretha Franklin Theater on Jefferson.
Exactly.
You get it
That was
how
the
you
lo-
live.
That was the
look.
longest funeral I ever seen in my life.
With all those Cadillacs,
Hey,
though.
that was like the Woodward Dream Cruiser funeral. Man, like you out there.
I
Like,
know
I
they
ain't
did that
hey,
on
look,
them damn potholes.
Hey,
on
look,
7
I ain't gonna
Mile.
never get across the street, man. I just want to walk across and give me
It
some
had to
Motor
be-
City.
It had to be 200 or 300 pink Cadillacs
Francis?
driving down the street. All
In
pink
every
Caddies.
pothole.
I just want to get some Motor City Soul Food. Move.
All those
right.
all the ball joints broke on them Cadillacs.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Everybody in the Cadillac had to go get their ball joints replaced.
Look,
Next day.
hey, look, business is good today. That's because you got 3 Fleetwoods out there in the parking lot, man. Like, come on, man. What is this shit, man?
But I mean, that's how I will get Detroit that. We come out when you come out with 300 pink Cadillacs. Man, the city came out.
Yeah, they showed up and showed out. That's what you're supposed to do.
So
man.
somebody asking us a question. They said
Alright.
Nike took all Kobe gear off the website. What y'all think?
So other like outlets can capitalize off of it, or they can like make a mockery out of it somehow.
Yeah, because StockX, they prices skyrocketed.
Oh, you see,
for
y'all
a lot
see
of
that
his
Kobe
apparel,
pack,
which
that
is-
Jordan Kobe pack? It's $85,000.
Yeah, and people gonna. That's the crazy part is that people gonna capitalize off this man.
Somebody-
Because
somebody
they don't
bought it,
care.
too.
They
'Cause
don't
they don't
care
care.
that he passed. It's,
They
it's
don't.
about
It's a money
living in the moment. Oh
Yep.
man, Kobe gone. This really worth some money now.
Exactly.
Nah.
I got these one of a kind shoes. They ain't never came out again. I'ma sell them. You know what I'm saying?
They
And
about to
it's-
start hitting people with the quarter pounder and the fries for them. They be like, you wanted your Kobe jersey?
And a sweet tea, but I don't like
Right.
But that come back
Hit 'em
down to
with
what
the
y'all
quarter
said
pounder
though.
and fries.
It's about what you can do for them at that moment. People don't
Mhm.
care about the person there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so
I got a pair. of
what I got, a
Vans
minute,
inspired by
Marco?
Kobe.
2 minutes? So look, I'm gonna end it like this or whatever, man. You know, I got 2 things. I'm gonna quote at the end, but nah, when it's my time to go, you know what I'm saying? I want to be remembered for something that I did. I don't care what capacity it is. I want to be remembered for something positive though. I don't want you to capitalize on me, but I want you to, you know what I'm saying? I want you to remember me for something, you know what I'm saying? For me helping somebody at some point in life or whatever, man.
Can I make a joke?
Man, we gonna do it in crosstalk.
Please, man, please.
What?
Go ahead,
you
play.
got 20 seconds.
When
or
you
less.
said it, man, I just instantly was thinking like, if you pass away, I'm gonna bring up where Brandon slapped the shit out of me when I was beating his ass in Power Stone. But go ahead, man. I just wanted to get that joke out there. But you did slap me
You
though.
gonna be
I
remembered,
had-
B. You
that upset?
Co-founder of the Glamour Boys. You was all.
The Glamour Boys.
What the
Glamour
hell is that?
Boys.
Whoa!
Hey,
We had all the 8th grade
We
you
definitely
like a Connie out here. You putting up people's personal past. Don't do that.
co-founder.
Glamour boys.
Yeah,
Look,
Glamour.
said,
we
look,
was
man.
deep.
Look, and my quote I'm gonna end with is
I
this,
wish
man.
I wish I had the flyer we made.
This is from the Dear Basketball documentary, man. Shout out to Kobe. You asked for my hustle, and I gave you my heart. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, legends never die. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Lord knows that it's been an emotional day, been an emotional weekend, man. You know, but man, in the honor of Kobe Bryant, man, look, Mamba out, man. You know, you guys, let's keep on pushing forward, man. Let's keep on, you know, paying this thing forward, paying homage, being better than you were the day before, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to also, before I go, shout out my my wife, shout out Yum Shots. You know what I'm saying? Liquor-based treats, bartending, everything that you need. She's got it. The Knot, Wet and Wire, Couple's Choice 2 years in a row. I'm doing that every week now, man.
Get
You
him,
know what I'm saying?
son.
Look,
Get him.
you know, RDM Transportation, man. You know what I'm saying? Look,
Go ahead.
if
keep
y'all
going.
need a ride, you know what I'm saying? Look, they got you covered, man. Where you want to go, Tri-State, All-State, let's go.
Go
You know what I'm
ahead.
saying?
You got something else? Somebody
Look,
else?
look, you said, look, you know what I'm saying? Look, we got event
Wild
planning. We got
landscaping.
wild landscaping, man. Look,
Damn,
y'all
where you
see-
find that one
Well,
at?
well, while you shouting out there, you might as well go ahead and shout out JJ new podcast. He said he doing a podcast called On the Up and Up with JJ.
The Cannon.
Bye, JJ. Look,
right,
with that being
We don't
said,
own the
man,
rights
look,
to that.
yeah, we don't.
right.
No comment.
We don't
Look.
know the rights to that.
Nah, anyway, though, man, thank you guys for tuning in, man. Please enjoy the rest of your Monday and be safe. Thank you.
Peace out, y'all. Go crazy.